Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sunny Aberdeen. Well, almost. Welcome to Cove Rangers. Welcome to Triumph Aberdeen, home of Shell's motorcycles, and welcome to Triumph Street Triple RS. Let's get on it. Oh, but she's keen. Oh, she's keen. Oh, really there. Other manufacturers have really got their work cut out. It's got a bit of a sticky throttle. Right. That's better now. I've got the mirrors sorted so I can see where I'm going, see what's behind me. So first impressions, the seat actually feels quite big. It's actually quite comfy. It's got this double stitched seat. Gives it more of a premium feel. Being 6'4" and 115 kilos, it's actually really comfy. There's loads of space on it. Yeah, the idle's set quite high on this, so it's definitely got a bit of a sticky throttle. It is of course brand new, but the quick shift is lovely, very smooth, up and down, as good as, if not better, I would say, than the GSXR. So for this year, this little weapon is obviously 188 kilos, 108 kilos wet, 128 brake horsepower, or 130 PS if you prefer. Up 7 brake horsepower from last year. 310mm discs up the front. Öhlins rear shock. The bars are 12mm wider. 836mm seat height, I think it is. Certainly for me, 6'4", absolutely no issues in being able to reach the floor, obviously. Seating position is very similar to the GSXR 750 when I had that. Very comfy. Go for a little blitz. Go for a little blat down the dual carriageway, and we'll pick up the coast road. Pick up the back road. Brembo RCS 19 master cylinder. She's got some go. She's definitely got some go. Plenty of power. Road. Sport. Here we go. Oh, close throttle to select. There we go. So yes, we've got 5 rider modes. We have road, rain, track, sport, and user defined. Does seem to me that it's a little bit more responsive in each one. Rain mode obviously dulls down the power, so I think you're limited to 99 horsepower in rain mode. I think I'll just be leaving it in sport or track most of the time myself, personally. So cruising at 70. I have to say there's no real wind blast at all for my lanky 6'4" frame. It's actually really comfy. You can actually get cruise control for this model, and you can also get heated grips as an aftermarket accessory option. But yeah, no wind blast at all from me. It's actually perfect, it really is. probably better than a full-on sports bike in some respects at the minute, at normal cruising speed. You can get a little fly screen for here as well, and you get a little additional screen as well. The bike's very agile. It's just nothing of it. Feels like it just turned on a postage stamp. But interestingly, for a bigger guy, I've got to say that it doesn't actually feel small. It feels just feels right. You know, you sit in it, you sit as part of the bike. You don't feel like you sat on it at all, really. You feel part of the bike, which obviously gives you the confidence. Bars are nice and wide as well, being a bit bigger. So 12mm does make a difference. Extra width is always good. Certainly won't have any issues in cruising and touring on this. Just wants to go. So of course, been 128 brake horsepower. This actually has. I had a 2014 Street Triple R many months ago, back in 2014, which, believe it or not, is nearly 10 years old. So on that basis, I can confirm that this feels sportier. It definitely got more poke. That had 105 brake horsepower, and of course this is 128. The reason I actually sold that one at the time was because essentially I got blown away by a guy in the Audi S5. But yeah, as shallow as that may seem. But that was a cracking bike, and I actually bought that for the induction noise alone because it was just awesome. And the soundtrack and the handling of that bike was just immense. It really was absolutely superb. So this being 128 horsepower, and the last one 105, that's 23 brake horsepower increase over the years. Of course this has obviously got an extra 100cc over that, being the 765. But I have to say, when I bought the last Street R, the 2014 model, I really like that. It could just needed a bit more punch, and with the Triumph Servo that came out, they obviously listened to their customers, because they've given it a substantial increase in oomph since. So we're going to turn off here. Tell you what, it's really stable. Oh, the brakes are good as well. Even for a bike, I don't even think it's done 100 miles. I'm not too sure how many it's done, but oh, lap timer. The bike has done, I don't know how many, trip 17 miles, I think the bike's done 17 miles. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, but she's keen. Oh, she's keen. Show you what the muddle of the road like, but no one. Yeah, it's pretty cold today, 5.5 degrees. Oh wow, it's so light. Oh yes, this is really good. This is really good. And the brake really is one finger. One finger's all you need. Unless you want a bit more of a response and go for two, which is of course your prerogative. And we'll leave that there. But yeah, really impressive so far. We'll nip off here and we'll pick up the back road. Brum. So how do we get into track mode? That's what we want next. Where do we get into track? Sport. That way. Oh no, press the wrong button. Sport. That way. For these winter gloves on helping, of course. Rider. Well, I want it to be going to track. I wonder if that is because it's not running yet. Could well be. Quite possible. Quite possible. Oh, balls. Tell you what, these brakes race. The bike is so comfortable. I do quite like this new Triumph badge as well, I've got to say. It's a nice change from the old lettering on the side of the tank. A more modern, streamlined approach. Lower drag coefficient, of course. What makes a difference? I'm, of course, being a little bit silly. Oh, lovely. Bloody lovely. Right then, let's get on this twisty bit of road and see how she really is. Thank you, sir. The chassis is so planted. She's definitely got more to give, that's for sure. You're certainly not going to find the limits on the road, that's for that saying. You take it relatively steady today as well. I mean, it's still only 5.5 degrees. Still mucking rubbish on the road, salt, brand new bike. And I'm pretty sure Craig wouldn't appreciate me throwing it down the road, so well, you know, give the bike the respect it's due. It's comfy though, I tell you. It's comfy and it's really, really easy to ride. Also the Street R, which doesn't have the old interior shock, and this is obviously got 10 brake. This has 10 brake horsepower more. The Street R is only 118 brake. I say only; it's plenty for road use. That's still more than my GSXS 750 had. It's easy to hang off of. So composed through the corners. It's just an absolute scalpel. Mobile, ooh, that looks a bit dodgy. Mobile haystack. So yeah, second, third. Let's get in third gear. Let's get in third gear and we'll give it a little tickle as we go past. Being mechanically sympathetic, of course, as it's only a low mileage bike. Can we go? Yes, we can. Oh, wheelie there. It's no slouch. It's not GSXR 1000 response, but for a road bike, it's got plenty. What actually has surprised me so far is that the suspension is actually really supple on the road. Being the RS, I thought it might have been a bit too firm, but actually so far, I mean, this road is not exactly smooth. Mind the mud. Yeah, this road isn't exactly smooth. I tell you what, it's soaking up all the bumps. Really surprised me actually. I thought it might be a bit on the firm side. Turns out that's not the case. The handling, I mean, you can just put the thing where you want it. It really, even while it's a bit colder. suspension's maybe not quite working as well as it should do. It's a bit cold, but tyres maybe not quite as warm as it could be. Well, obviously that's the case. It's yeah, so planted. What a chassis. Of course, it's 9 years since I rode the last Street Triple R, which I actually got rid of for a 94R edition Speed Triple. But this is brilliant. Oh, a bit damp there. Just, oh, what the hell is that? Yeah, see, you just never know what's around the corner, do you? Oh, that's a cheeky little wheelie. Oh, tell you what. For something that you can get the most out of on the road, other manufacturers have really got their work cut out. I think if you're never going to go on track, I think you would go with the R, the standard R. Now whether you can tune that one up to be the same power as this, I don't know. I suspect so. I guess it's only just a different remap, but yeah, I highly doubt you're going to notice a 10 brake horsepower difference on the road. And of course, it's about value for money at the end of the day. Getting the most bang for your buck as a package that does everything. You can probably choose about 3 different gears with this. Yeah, you can tell the bike's still not quite running. But God, it's so easy to ride. It would flatter anyone's capabilities, or even help you more. Such a stable chassis, mechanical grip. People use it, throw that term around quite a lot, but you can certainly feel it. No issues from the tyres at all. And you can brake mid-corner. Of course, it does have cornering ABS as well. So although you wouldn't want to be going slamming on a handful of brake mid-corner at the apex, it will do it. We can brake here, first front brake, no problem. It doesn't dive, it just steers. Lovely. Of course, that's the other thing as well, if you're not aware, that this bike actually has combined braking. So in all riding modes, apart from track, it actually has combined braking system, a bit like a VFR 800. So in track mode, that is actually disabled, and the front and rear brakes work independently. Not a lot of people know that. Well, I've got to say, I'm really quite impressed. Really quite impressed. Let's see if we can find a nice quiet spot and get some photos. Or should we turn around and go back the other way? We could turn around and go back the other way, couldn't we? That was such good fun. Not sure what's going on with this throttle though. Look at that, that's just easy. Absolutely easy. For anyone that's just passed their test, it's such an easy bike to ride. Oh, I've just found the other half of the throttle. I've just found the other half of the throttle. I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you what, I've ridden bikes over there before, they've just really twitched and bucked and weaved, but this, oh, that was a bit sore. It's a bit of a hard bump there. But yeah, for road riding, tell you what. This is good. This is really, really good. Right, let me get my helmet off and I'll give you some words of not necessarily wisdom, but certainly what I think of it. Ugh. Well, there we go. That's probably about 60 miles, thereabouts, I think, on the new Street Triple RS. What can we say about it? Well, as I was saying earlier, I had a 2014 Street Triple R back in 2014, obviously, and I've got to say it's a noticeably beefier package than that. Suspension's not as soft. It's definitely more compliant. I hate using that word, but there's no other word that really describes how the suspension is. I mean, it's pretty. The chassis has got so much grip. It's pretty much mechanically unflappable, or at least it certainly seems to be. It's very, very rare that you get any kind of you get any undue movement through the bike from uneven tarmac. I mean, it's really planted, really planted. I think for the sporty version being the RS, I guess I'm surprised. I'd have thought it'd have been a bit more. I thought it would have been a bit harsher on the suspension, but I've got to say it's really good. It's really good. So this bike is just a bog standard RS. They do an RS inspiration pack as well. Essentially, the inspiration pack gives you, I think it gives you the different master cylinder, different rear brake cylinder. It gives you, I think it gives you chassis protectors. I think it gives you crash protectors as well on the fork leg. It also gives you engine guards. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'm sure it gives you something else. Oh, I think it gives you tail tidy as well. Yeah, and I think that's about it, pretty much. But yeah, I think it gives you engine case covers as well. I think that's about £690. But anyway, you can find out yourself. Go on the Triumph website, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a few bits and pieces that you get for it. The inspiration pack, personally, I think it'd be worthwhile having that. Yeah, £690, I think it is. Well worth it. Like I said before, you can also get cruise control for this bike, and it also has the option for heated grips. Certainly be worthwhile if you're looking for a one bike to do it, or a one trick. It's certainly not a one trick pony, that's for sure. You can also get Triumph still do their original tank bag. They do a tank bag accessory for it. They also do a tail pack. I think your touring is pretty much covered. Like I was saying earlier, they do an extended fly screen which comes to about here, and they do like a perspex one as well, like a little lip that comes up here somewhere. And again, that's obviously on the Triumph website if you're interested. So there you go. That is the new Street Triple RS. For my 6'4" frame, it's really comfy, all day comfy, not an issue at all. Cruises really well, very smooth, no issues with wind blast, and I just love the look of it. I really do. So anyway, we'll get back to dealer, but I've only got a shorter test ride today, as it's yeah, they're a bit busy today, so I said I'd take it back. But there's been absolutely no issues at all with the Super Corsas. I think they're pretty much scrubbed in now. At least I've tried to get it that way. I literally think the bike's only done, yeah, I think it's only done 60 miles now, 70 miles. It's barely running at all. So, but yeah, really good. The tyres have been great, even in this cooler weather that we're having at the minute. As we're still being in Aberdeenshire, we're still suffering spring, and with snow next week, it was a perfect opportunity to come and have a quick run on this. Again, obviously, Brembo styling calipers. Brakes are fantastic. They're getting better with the mileage and with the more heat you get in them. Also, show adjustable suspension. And obviously we know about the rear shock already, so there we go. Let's have a look under the seat. Let's see how much space we've got. I suspect probably not an awful lot. Do you need the key to... here we go. So that's the thing for the seat, I guess. So let's see if we can get... Does that undo that? It does. Oh, not a lot of space in there. Enough for your phone and your wallet, maybe, and that's about it. Oh, that's got a USB charger looking at that there. Well, that's handy. If I'd have known that, I'd have put that down so I don't stand on it or drop it or scratch it, because I'm sure Mr. Sherlock will not be happy. So yeah, nice little USB charger in the boot, which I didn't even know was there. Lovely. Handy for charging your phone or your GoPro. If I'd known that was there, I'd have brought a cable. Never mind. So yeah, bit of space underneath there. I guess if you put the toolkit in there, there's not much left in. Oh, here you go. That's the toolkit's underneath. A very minimal toolkit, of course, nonetheless. It looks like you've got your looks like that's probably helmet holder, maybe. Not sure, but I have to ask the guys anyway. But yeah, there we go. So minimal toolkit, but space for your wallet anyway, and somewhere to charge your phone. So that's that. I think that's locked. Certainly don't want to lose that going home. Oh no, it's not locked. Ooh. There we go. That's it. Now we're in, all the way. Good. Right then. And I do like these. I do like this new badge. It's something different. Quite like the old Triumph the old Triumph lettering on here. But of course, when you polish it, all the polish gets stuck in the lettering. So it's a nice smooth approach there. Quite like that. Police security system in operation. Yeah. Certainly secure on this bike. Loads of confidence. Really good. Right then, we'll get back to dealership and we'll wrap up when we get there. So I forgot to mention, 188 kilos wet, which I think is what, we're 90% fuel, so call it 190 kilos. The GSXS 750 I had was 215 kilos. So you're talking 27 kilos lighter than the GSXS. I mean, that's 27 kilos. 27 kilos. That's 27 bags of sugar. That's a hell of a lot. And you can really feel it. Try for doing the work. But then you go, aluminium frame, you see. GSXS had steel frame, steel swing arm. That's a hell of a lot of weight. And this has got more power. Oh dear. Right, first of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to Shuttles Motorcycles for giving the opportunity to ride this new Street RS. It's been superb. Quite a difference from 2014 to the one I had. A lot more urgent. I did actually find the the track setting. It won't actually allow you to select track with the bike going along. You've got to be stopped, and it'll allow you to change it over. You can go into sport and you can go into rain. And you go into the define user mode, but it won't allow you to go into track setting unless you're stopped. Interestingly, yeah, big difference in track. It's certainly a lot more responsive. I felt like it was a bit held back before, but I've got to say that in track mode, it's kind of what I expected. It's yeah, it's an absolute riot to ride. It really is. But it's such an easy bike as well. I'm just going to check to see if it comes into. Does it start up in track mode? 67 miles the bike's done. Yeah, I'm not sure if it does. So you got the mode. Yeah, so it defaults to road mode, as you can see there. Yeah, I would say it's like it cossets you. It helps you along. It takes care of you. The chassis is so flexible. It's so easy to ride. Anybody of any skill level can jump on this thing and ride it, and you will have loads and loads of fun. I can't yeah, there aren't enough superlatives really to praise how good this bike is as a package. It's absolutely phenomenal. And with the touring bits and pieces on it, if you want to get that, or if you want to go and do touring, if you want to add cruise control to it, if you want to add heated grips, you can actually get scrolling LED indicators as well. There's a whole host of accessories on the Triumph website. But yeah, get yourself along to Sherlaw's, get yourself a test ride. Triumph, Aberdeen. Absolutely awesome piece of kit. You know it makes sense. You know you want to head to Sherlaw's. You know you need a Triumph. You know you need a new Street Triple RS. Thanks again for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon. Thanks again.